Hello everybody, I'm Feeding Metal, and today we're going racing in the snow! Alrighty, so it is day 2 of racing. This is the first time I'll be talking to you guys since I did the intro. And yes, we had snow yesterday, and here's a look of what the track looked like after we'd ran a little bit. So, yeah, it looked like that. And that is about the most fun track I've had up here, kind of. You know, snow track, different. But we had a lot of fun on it, and my buddy Randy ended up building Randy with the Jeep, built a rack on his van, and we were shooting some of the footage from up there, and here's a clip of Randy doing what Randy does best. So, yeah, he is an absolute animal behind the wheel, and that Jeep does things that Jeeps probably shouldn't be doing, but he manages to do them. He's out on the track right now and doing an absolute great job driving. Here's some of the in-car footage from yesterday for me. I'm still getting used to this, so I'm not sure how well it turned out at this exact point. I haven't gotten to review it very much, but here it is, and we'll see how it goes.
enough.
Tire's creeping out.
What?
Oh, that tire over there's creeping out on the track a little.
Yep.
That's the dirtiest section now, it seems like.
Yep. One more down through there. Then I'll give her a rest. I'm still on the stock size radiator, so I don't want to push it too hard with the transcooler.
Yeah, mine was getting hot last run too. Had to flip on the little remote fan to get the radiator fan going on mine. Nice.
There we go. Oh, initiated.
Other tire a little.
Okay. Now I'll calm down.
Alrighty, so still don't know how it went, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I was trying for something different than I usually do it, and Randy just hit a tree or something like that with the bumper and his winch. So either way, that's fine. But so I'm not sure how the in-car footage is going with the camera on the side of the helmet. You can see right here what I'm doing. But I think it will be better for getting some of my movement and stuff like that. And on a day where it's on days where it's muddy like this, I think it really shows off exactly how how I have to deal with things when I'm trying to see what I'm doing, and I can't see through windows. It's pretty ridiculous at times. So, anyways, Randy's on track. He's coming off track right now, I think. Yep, nope, he's going back on track. So, we're going to get to having some fun for today, and you guys can check out the rest of that footage right now.
nothing, all the grip. Yeah. And then nothing. Well, that back corner by the tree is
since I talked to you guys. It's Monday evening, about 10 o'clock, and I'm shooting the ending to the video. Now, after I went out on track, I believe Randy got the footage of me going out, and it didn't quite go the way I planned. He shot it from a great position. He built this rack on top of his van that he tows with, and you know, from a great vantage point, you can see like the whole track. But at the end, well, you just gotta watch it and find out.
Not pushing it, you're not rallying.
So yeah, I absolutely clobbered that stack of tires. Like Randy says in the clip, if you're not pushing, you're not rallying. I think it's more of a, I was just kind of running out of horsepower, really. I mean, I'm still running a stock 1.8 liter, and I just don't have the horsepower to keep the tires spinning when I all of a sudden find a bunch of grip. And the track was really weird in that, you know, it would be completely soppy, muddy on the back stretch, and you'd come over to the front stretch and you'd like initiate a drift because you'd have, you know, big slidey entries and stuff like that. But if you initiated in the wrong spot, it's like you'd be sliding and then all of a sudden you'd have traction, which is exactly what I think happened. Personally, I haven't really watched the footage very much, but you know, it's just like all of a sudden you're sliding and then all of a sudden it just wants to go straight. And there's nothing you can do. You're trying to steer out of it, and it's life. But at the end of the day, we really got some good footage, and I'm not sure how much of it I got for the second run. But here we're going to start with the second run, because the second run was good. It was side-by-sides. But we'll start off with that right now. So yeah, that was Robert, who's one of the more regular guys showing up, and he's really good at driving the side-by-sides. He had somebody there. I'm sorry, I don't know the guy's name offhand. I only met him for a minute, but they're both really good drivers. But, you know, they were having a blast out there running wheel to wheel. Now, they did that only after Randy and Drew went out on track and went a little bit further. So Randy drives the Jeep. It's not big lifted Jeep, but it's like a 1.5-inch lifted Jeep with all the goodies: propane powered, V8 swap, manual transmission. It's got turning brakes. It's an absolute blast to drive. I got to drive it the night before a little bit, towing people out. Absolute blast. Has traction everywhere. Just awesome. Randy's the one who did the reverse entry you're going to see right now. That is Randy. Randy is a great driver, and no one can ever say anything differently, and at least to me. You know, props to him on that driving alone. You know, that shows how good he is. But here's where he and Drew go out, and he's about to do one of the biggest saves we've seen at that track yet. And I got it right on foot, right on clip, just perfect view. So here's that.
They can't even get sideways. Down there they can.
Randy saved it. And it's one of those things where it's like I just had that weird feeling on where to be to get that perfect shot and to get that, you know, I shot it in high frame per second video. So when I slowed it down, I have about one of the best pictures I've ever taken personally. I've gotten this a couple of times actually, and very unfortunately for the people involved in one of the other ones, Dan. But I've gotten a picture like this more than once out of that corner. Thing is, it's a weird corner. It has a lot of grip, and like yesterday, it was just weird. It was like you're sliding, then all of a sudden you have grip, and you know, Randy and the side-by-sides just tear the track up. So they clean all the muck off that allows you to keep sliding, and then you have weird grippy spots, And even we were fighting the development of a couple of ruts in there. So, you know, such is the life of racing. But Randy, hands down, saved that. No arguments. And, you know, props to him. So that's pretty much it for today. After that, I was just like, you know, I didn't have, I guess, the best finishing run of the day, but I had some fun out there, and I'd already gone over and changed my tires at that point. I was just like, you know, I'm not going to push it till I'm driving home in the dark and, you know, getting home really late and stuff like that, because I didn't have a clue what was coming when I got home. But I went over, I loaded my car, got everything done, and then I was just like, you know, I'll get some footage of these guys while they're doing the side-by-side or wheel-to-wheel racing or chasing. And that led to that great footage right there for you guys. But after that, we all know what happened, or at least if you're in Washington, you should know what happened by now. The governor shut down restaurants and everything else pretty much, and I got home to find out that pretty much it hit the fan. So today was spent finishing up stockpiling on a little bit of groceries, just to make sure that we had stuff to get through the week even. I mean, just like basics, like freaking salad. I mean, whatever. It's ridiculous what people are doing, in my opinion, as far as the amount of stockpiling. It's like, we should all be able to just go buy groceries pretty much as normal at this point. I mean, it's not like it should bring the world to a grinding halt that people are getting sick. Now, unfortunately, shutting down the restaurant industry pretty much at this point and making all those people have to stay home, that might put a whole different bind on things as far as people's income goes. And, you know, unfortunately, my mom's in one of those positions as well. But, you know, we're going to deal with it day to day, and we're going to get through it. And that's just what you got to do at this point. So if you guys are liking what you're seeing and you want to see more of it, more action, more drama as far as the racing goes, I'm not a big fan of drama outside of that, but that racing was good. So I hope you guys are enjoying. If you want to see more, like and subscribe down below. You can also check us out over on Instagram and Twitter, where that picture of Randy's already been posted, as well as on my Facebook page, where I think I posted that picture. I might have only posted it to the actual race page. So if not, it'll be on my Facebook page tonight, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll talk to you in the next video, where we'll be starting to work on that and the coupe, because the coupe needs some mods. Bye.